Evening, everyone. Good evening to you. Good evening to me. Good evening. It is a beautiful day in the neighborhood. I think I'm low on propane today, guys. Well, as you guys come in, it's good to see y'all. Thank you for being here. Remember, welcome to Live Chat. Remember to guard your privacy and abide by our community guidelines. Absolutely. If you don't know what the community guidelines are, just ask. I don't know what they are either, but I'll do my best to make some stuff up. Three people in the house, give us some thumbs ups if you will. We don't want nothing good on TV tonight, so I thought I'd come and hang out with all of you fine people. Drop us a comment if you will. Daddy-o! Hey, my buddy, how are you? Well, the wife went to work. I did some YouTubing, tried out some new things on YouTubing. Tried to do this weird fish tank live stream and all of that. So I practiced some of that today, and I don't know. What's up with you, my friend? On my way back home from work. You work too much. You work too much. Five people in the house, give us some more thumbs up, you guys, as you come in. Give us some love. Drop us some comments. I think my gas fire pit is out of propane already. So I'm going to try to light it here in a minute or two, but I got a feeling I'm out. I need to take them and go to Walmart tomorrow and swap them out for some refills. I think they run about 25, 20 bucks, $6 each. So I'm going to go do that tomorrow, I think. So how was your day at work, Charlie? Young Sanders, how was your day at work? We got five people in the house, so we got a bunch of people in the background. Give us some thumbs up, you kind people in the background. And come to the foreground and drop me a chat. Easy day for a Monday. That's good. You know, what do they say? Mondays and Fridays are the worst days for work, right? Because Monday, you don't know what crap has happened. So you're going to be fixing and solving problems. Friday, you're ready to get out of there for the weekend. So, I'm with you there. I'm glad you had a good, easy day. Good, easy day. Man, you work a lot, though. No Starlings going out tonight? Okay. Well, maybe there's maybe the need is all caught up. Hopefully, hopefully, you know, they are restoring internet service to that part of the world, part of the country. Man, that new hurricane that's getting ready to hit Florida, it's a big hurricane. If you haven't seen it today, it's consuming just about, I would say, 80 to 90% of the Gulf. It is gigantic, and it's already a Cat 5, and it's heading to Florida. Okay, so you do the 4 10 hours. All right, nice. You got six. I have 6 grandkids in Florida. I know. Are they going to get out? Are they going to be? Because I got some messages from friends down in Florida. We got a bunch of messages today. Literally, we have a lot. We know a lot of Filipino couples down there, and they're all trying to figure out if they're going to try to go south to Miami, or if they're going to try to go north and get away from it. So they don't kind of know which way to go. But I did see where Sanders was talking about there's some mandatory evacuations. Well, Sanders has come out. I think Lee County is where I used to live, down by Fort Myers. If I remember right, that's Lee County. Mandatory evacuation, I thought, was coming out today. So I know kids have minds of their own, and I'm hoping this is going to be a fast mover. But if it hits Florida, and we really love Florida, if it hits Florida at a Cat 5, man, shit's going to be bad. The storm surge, the rain, the power, the winds, it could level Florida just like the Philippines when we got hit by the super typhoon. My retired life too. Gary, my friend, hello, how are you? Thank you for the thumbs up. Appreciate you dropping some chat. The more chats, the more YouTube will send this out and allow me to YouTube for another day. Gary, I've been watching some of your shorts. They're in the Philippines, so those have been entertaining. Glad you're enjoying the rain in the Philippines. So, Gary, how are you this morning for you? So, thank you for the thumbs up there. I was trying to light my fire pit so I could have a nice little fire out here tonight, but I may be out of propane on both tanks. Say, we're living in the Philippines. You guys just don't realize it. With all the dogs barking, we're in the Philippines. But, oh my goodness gracious, great balls of fire. But that is one big, gigantic typhoon or hurricane getting ready to hit Florida. So I hope they listen to you, young Sanders, and they get the hell out of there while they can. I got a friend down in the Naples area, a girl Lorelai went to school with in the Philippines. And luckily for them, they went to Georgia a couple weeks ago. And I know somebody else down there who you got to figure out, where you going, what you doing. And that's kind of the only problem with living in the shaft of Florida. Because we lived in Fort Myers years ago, my brothers and I. And when you make that bend to go down the shaft into Florida, deep down into Florida, it's a long drive. It's a long drive. Well, maybe bleed him. I think I just cut myself. It's a long drive. 20-hour drive to get up and out of there, depending on where you're at. Doing okay. It's been raining every day. Sky clear now, but probably will rain later. We are in the rainy season. I think I just scratched myself. Yeah. So, Gary, you are in the raining season. That's the bad thing, but hopefully Hopefully it won't be too bad for you. And sometimes I wonder in the Philippines, is the rainy season a good thing or a bad thing? I was stationed at Homestead Air Force Base in '82, and that's down in Florida. They had a were you there? Was that when the big hurricane came through at Homestead? Was that '82? Man, I thought that was later on, like '88 or something. No. Um, what year was that, Gary? Was that '82? Were you there? I know. Wasn't Mount St. Helen go off in '82 or '80? It was later. All right. I thought it was like '86 or something. Yeah, I can't remember exactly when that one was. I know they had 6 people in the house. Thank you all for being here. It did destroy Homestead, and that's where they had a lot of wild animals, snakes, and all kinds of things get loose. I remember that. It did. It leveled Homestead. Yay! Oh, the geese are laid up over there. I can hear them over there. Oh no, there they go. They're flying over here now to this other way. Oh my God. Wow, must be about a flock of about 40 geese going over to that other wetland. They need to get ready to go south. 6 people in the house. You guys give us some thumbs up. Whoever's hanging in the background, come to the foreground and drop a chat. I could only imagine. Well, I can't imagine. You know, I lived through Typhoon Odette in the Philippines. Didn't live through it very well, but you know, we went through Typhoon Odette in the Philippines, and I'm just hoping that I don't know. It's crazy, these typhoon or hurricanes. I keep saying typhoon. The hurricane in Florida, Gary, is looking like a freaking monster, and I mean a monster of a hurricane. So Sanders has our good friend Young Sanders here. Gary has family down in Florida that he's worried about. He keeps trying to get his grandkids to vacate and to come out of there, but they're not wanting to do it. Hurricane Andrew in '92. Okay, so it was later. We lived down in Florida, I think, in '88 and '89. We're having a geese convention. I just saw another flock of, not the same ones, a much smaller one, of only about, oh my God. You could just see there's like, wow. It's getting cool. So the geese are starting to land, I guess. I guess is what they're trying to do is station up. But so Gary, what else are you doing out in the Philippines? What else is going on out there for you? Everything is going okay? Yeah, you can hear the geese? Yeah, there's a lot of them. We have kind of a wetland. Oh, I would say about well, we have a wetland that starts about 3/4 of a mile away, and then it kind of goes north for a good mile or so, and there's some ponds and a lot of shrub brush, a lot of fields out there. So there's a lot out there. But that was cool. That was a lot of geese. And it's kind of like they're coming from all directions and hanging out up there. Maybe they're going to have a barbecue. Henry's in the house. Henry, thanks for the thumbs up. We appreciate you being here. Now, Henry, I know you've been watching the typhoon, sorry, the hurricane. Man, it's gotten big. Cat 5 already. I know it's not going to hit you guys there in your part of the Gulf, but man, you guys should feel some winds at least from that damn thing as it blows by. You know, and I mean, young Sanders, I'll give you guys a shot of the sunset. What's left of it? Let me move over here a little. So, yeah, it's a big one. Cat 5, my brother in Texas, him and I were yakking about it earlier, and he's like, yeah, they've already upgraded it to a Cat 5, and Sanders has family there. We have a lot of friends in Florida. We do. We have a lot of friends on the East Coast and on the Gulf Coast. And we got friends that are in direct 100% path of it. So, some of our friends we got lucky are already in Georgia. Well, part of the Georgia that is still good. So, but I just saw from some other folks down there that we know that they're trying to figure out how the hell to get out of there and which way to go. I guess some of them are trying to decide whether they're going to try to go to Miami in hopes that it doesn't, reach that far south, the Keys. But that area could only handle so much. Gary says, I am still in the process of buying stuff in my rental. Need to buy a clothes washing machine and dryer. Also need to buy Christmas. Oh my God. Well, Henry, Gary, here's my recommendation because we bought a washer and dryer in the Philippines. Just buy the combo unit, the one that washes and dries all in one unit. That's all you need. You don't need a large capacity one at all either. Got to remember, electricity is expensive, water can be difficult at times, space is limited. They work really, really, really well. And they're not all that expensive. I think we paid $120 for the one that we wind up giving away. Work like a charm, Gary. So just get you one of those. We've had two of them. We bought one for the rental house we had, and we bought another one. Sorry, we had another one in the condo we had to stay in. So just get one of those. You're going to go for individual units? I wouldn't do that. I think you're going to regret that. But you do what makes you happy, Gary. But I think you're better off doing a combo unit. My advice. Henry says, same here. Haven't heard anything from them. Yeah, I know. It's crazy. So we're hoping everybody down there is migrating and moving. I think Lee County is already evacuating 4 people with a thumbs up. So we got more in the house. You guys shout us out and let the world know that we're alive tonight. And let everybody know I'm out of propane. So I do absolutely have to go to Walmart tomorrow now. So I'm out of propane. I can't light my outdoor fire pit anymore or cook on my barbecue grill. So it's a big storm. Jack is in the house saying hello to us. Jack, thank you for being here. Thumbs up, sharing us out. Let's get this chatter moving along so YouTube likes me. I told you, get propane. I know I'm out. I've been trying to light my little thingamajiggy, and it's not enough to maintain the fire. I'm going to try to light it again in a minute. Well, Henry, I would say this. It would probably cost $300 to $500. And maybe Jack can give some insight on a price there if you look it up. But it depends on, Henry, once again, depends on the size of the house or the room that you're going to do. If you're just going to do a room, and that's what they do. You want to bust it up into small rooms or segments of the house. But here's the problem. Here's the problem. They got to pay that electric bill. That's the problem. I know a lot of people that in the Philippines that have AC units, the split air units, which I really like, but they can't afford the electric bill. So, like, yeah, we got one, but I can't afford the electric bill. So, we just use our fans and try to circulate the air. But if you're building a house and you put them in place and and all of that mess, then maybe. But yeah, your electric bill, Henry, man, I'm living in the Philippines. I'm living in the Philippines. Jesus Christ, dogs. I'm going to move. Yeah, the window AC units are cheaper, but they cost more to operate. The split air are more expensive, but they work better. They're more efficient. But it truly is, depending on the size you need and you want. I don't know, $3,500 could get you one, but your monthly could, shut the F up, dog. Jesus Christ. Man, my dogs are inside, being quiet. So you could eat up the cost of your AC unit in a month or two easily in the Philippines. And then, of course, the other things, the contributing factors with AC units, Gary says we have a 1 horsepower unit only in the bedroom. And a lot of people will do that. They'll just have one unit and they'll put it in the bedroom where they can sleep at night. Especially Westerners, Gary. But, so, I mean, they're common. I'm not saying ACs are not common and they're not expensive. It's a lot of times operating costs. Oh, the other thing I was going to say is this. Here's what's funny. A lot of times when they install the units, they do such of a shitty job of installing them that you got these huge gaps. On the houses that we had in the Philippines, we literally had to go to the store and buy insulation and seal up around all the air conditioner and all the holes in the walls so that when we used the air conditioner, we just didn't piss it out the next hole. Water coolers are good. I like water coolers. I think water coolers is a good thing. We had water coolers in the Philippines. They do run on the energy, but the Filipino people, what's weird, I like the water cooler. I did, because I like cold water. But it doesn't really seem to matter to them. I got one in I got not a water cooler, but I got a really cool device in my pantry that I brought back from the Philippines. It's a pump, and we bought this, and this is cool. So you take your big water jug, here's your water jug, right, guys? And so you take the little plastic insert out, and this has a tube that drops down here, and the pump goes right here, and it's operated by battery, and you just go zzz, and it fills your cup up for you. Those are cool. Let me see if I can get caught up here. Water coolers, they're going to run energy, and to be honest, Henry, if they're not used to drinking cold water is not going to help them any. My bedroom, I have a window type air con built into the wall. Yep. You got to make sure they're sealed up nicely. And then they get really dirty in the Philippines. That's the other thing. Each house we moved into, everywhere we were in the Philippines, we had to have them professionally cleaned. They were disgusting. They were never, ever cleaned, period. Let me look at my thing here so I can read better. All right, let's see. G-Man, the legend, Jack, Super Pack, buys sexy arm candy, the Henry Man. Yeah. And of course, you can get the other thing about the water coolers, you can get one with hot water and cold water. I had one of those and in my work area at the college. They're not necessary in the Philippines. Because a lot of them will have the Instapots for hot water, so you don't need a water cooler that makes hot water. And the cold water, they're just not used to it, so they really don't drink it. So a refrigerator is a good investment in the Philippines, I think. But, that's something that's good. But water cooler, I agree with Jack. Having one that's powered where it does cold and hot or things, nah. Gary says, Jack, you're not listening. Our window unit is also in the wall. Nice. Hey, Dennis. Yeah, my window type is taken out 4 times a year and power washered. And it's really important with because what I say is this: with the humidity level so high, and me being an old indoor air quality expert, the indoor air, I mean, the humidity is so high in the Philippines, those units, if they're not cleaned regularly, will breed mold like you can't believe. And then you're just going to be sucking in mold while you're sleeping. And that's not cool. So just keep that in mind. I'm listening, Jack says I'm listening. There's a lot of dust in the air, a lot of humidity and mold. And then, of course, you have all the bugs and the critters and all that bullshit, too. Henry says Gary has a refrigerator. So refrigerators are good. Humidity's 100% at night. It is. And, I like the humidity. But Gary, I think Henry, if you're still listening there, I think it's great that you want to do something nice for them. We, when we do that, we just got to think it way out. The Duckster channel is in the house. Thank you for the thumbs up and the chat. And we got 8 people so far visiting in, only 5 thumbs up. So let's give a thumbs up. And thank you for chatting us up tonight. The more chat we have, the more YouTube won't hate me. And I know you guys don't want YouTube to hate me. Yeah, Jack has 3 refrigerators, but only 2 works. So that makes sense. I have 1 refrigerator that costs the price of 5 refrigerators. So, who's the idiot, right? I have a refrigerator that costs 5 times. I can buy 5 refrigerators with the 1 refrigerator I have. So tell me who's the idiot. But, Duckster Channel, how are you? What have you been up to? How are things going on your channel? I see that you're growing, so that's good. Daisy, you want to come up here? No? No, get your nose out of there. I gotta deal with my dog. Let me shut that off, put that here, poo-poo. Come here. All right, come on. You know what to do. Ugh. All right, let's see where we're at. Jack says, I need to fix my French door refrigerator one day since it's bigger and looks better. Just sell it to someone who doesn't know any better. Jack is saying hello to the Duckster channel. Thinking of gifts, though, look. I guess I would say this. So Gary's hoping to be in their rental for at least 4 years. Well, that's good. If you're happy with that location, 10 people in the house, give us some more thumbs up and drop your chats and let us know. Young Sanders says, I'm back, lost connection in Samsung Club. Sam's Club. Oh my goodness. I'm not getting killed for scamming someone out here. Come on, you can do it, man. Just tell them it's from America. But Henry, one thing I would say is because I think it's great that you want to help and do is if that's where you're going with all of this. I don't know really where you're going because you haven't said, but that's okay. But I would look to see what simple thing that maybe they do or use on a regular basis that maybe they're wearing out that would benefit them. Like, I don't know, this is a bad example, but let's say they're farmers and they use hose a lot. I would get them a couple hose, not prostitutes, Jack, but like rakes and hose or something, something that they would get a great benefit out of. Sanders says, "Damn Android." I know. I'm doing good. Duckster saying I'm good. I'm cooking some Filipino food. Sometimes things, oh, Daisy, just stay where you're at because I'm not picking your ass up all night. Turn out great. But if we were all perfect, there would be no need to improve. I agree. I agree. We're trying to get everything ready for our big Halloween party. And all the girls are chit chatting back and forth about what kind of Halloween food they're going to make. And I was telling my brother today, so yeah, Lorelai was they're going to be talking about what kind of Halloween food to make. And he's like, well, I didn't know they even made, what is Halloween food? Isn't Halloween food like candy? So, you know. Oh, Gary. Henry saying hello to you again. Gary says, farmers here do not use hose. You mean prostitutes or farm tools? I know they use farm tools. And I'm not talking about, 1,000-acre farm. I'm talking about a little family farm or something like that. But I know they don't like prostitutes. Jack is saying thank you to young Sanders. Hey, Henry, I seen a refrigerator going down the road the other day. My retired life, Henry, you are correct. So the farmers don't use tools at all in the Philippines. So how do they farm? I know you're going to say they hook a carabao up and drive them up and down the field. It's still a tool. It's still a tool. But what I was talking about is more in lines of something that they like. Maybe they like to mow their yard and they need a good mower because that's something they had already used and already have a budget for. But I promise you, I know people that garden and raise vegetables and things in the Philippines, and they do use tools. I'm just saying, they do use tools. Hose, no hose in town. Ducks are saying hi to Jack. Not using hose. Okay. I know they don't use lawnmowers in the Philippines, Jack. I was making a point that if you wanted to, well, I don't use a lawnmower either because I pay somebody. But what if they use wok? Does everybody cook with a wok in the Philippines? What if they could use a wok? How's that? Or a bottle of water. Would that be okay, Jack? And Gary? Gary says, I think farmers could use gardening gloves. I would agree. Gloves are good. Chanillas are good for gardening. Seeds are good. Yeah, we know. Buy is live now. Oh, okay. Get a goat, buy them a goat. Well, there you go. Or if they raise chickens, get them a few chickens. I don't know. Or buy them some chicken feed or, you know, uh, you know, stuff like that. I think you got a good point there. A goat gets the, the nod, right? So, I don't know. Buy more plastic containers so they can put plants in the plastic containers. So how's that? Is that what you're where you're trying to go? They don't use garden hose because they only garden in containers. No, you still got to move the dirt around. But I like the concept of getting a goat. 10 people in the house, 7 thumbs up. Thank you all for that. Buy them some load. Yeah, yeah. I guess phone load is always good. I guess. The Duckster channel says the whole sounds like a lot of work. I agree with that, buddy. But you know, Filipinos are used to working hard, unlike me. They're actually used to working hard and doing things. So they might like tools. I don't know. Or get them well, they I say you can buy them a horse, but what would they do with a horse in the Philippines? So get them a cowboy, caribou, and or I don't know. A new wok is always nice. Kitchen stuff. My logic in when I buy stuff is like for that would be what would make the woman of the house happy? Meaning, like in my situation, what would her mother like? What would make mama's life a little bit easier? You know, that's what I mean. I mean, you can always buy dad beer, but I don't know if he drinks or not, but I'm just assuming. Shovel or broom is good. Yeah. See, now we're thinking, talking of gas, cooking with gas, even though I have no propane left. And, but whatever mama likes, is there something that she wishes she could have that would make her life easier in the kitchen, around the house? Cigars for mom, you know. I know, I don't know. What do you guys think? I don't know. I'm planning on doing some gardening in the Philly Willy. Raised beds are good. Well, around here, you have to use raised beds. In the Philippines, where we were, it's just nothing but coral. So you have to do pots, but you still need something to move the dirt around with, unless you want to use your dirty hands. But I don't like to use my hands. I don't like my hands to get dirty. But in this part of the country, as you know, Duckster, man, this part of the country, at least where I live out by kind of by the lake, on this part of the country, man, our ground is so solid here that you have to do raised beds here. There's just no other way around it. Friend is here. Friend, hi, how are you? It's good to have you here with us. Thank you for being here, buddy. I appreciate you. How are things going for you, friend? How's things in Argentina? Oh my goodness. I feel like I'm in the Philippines. Ooh, you're doing good. Jack is saying hi to you. Must be a cat around. I don't know. The dog's a really nice dog, but they don't really take care of it or show it any love or affection, and they leave it outdoors 24/7, 365. And I feel really bad for it, but it's not our dog. We can't do anything to help it. I don't know. I think the dog's just miserable, to be honest. That's what I think. Hang on. So, friend, how are things in your country? Going good? So you have a dog? Great. What kind of dog do you have? What kind of dog do you have, buddy? We have wiener dogs. I have a black and cream colored or a tan one, and we have a red one. So we have wiener dogs. And that just sounds like some loud, noisy truck making noise just to be making noise. So, German Shepherd. Nice. Is it a house dog or is it a outdoor dog? Is your doggy, does your dog live inside your house or does it stay out in the yard? The one that I'm talking about that's making all the noise in this neighborhood is a Doberman Pinscher. So, Jack said hello to your friend. If you didn't notice, Jack was here and said hello to you. Must be a cat around, that or something. I don't know what that dog's problem is. I feel sorry for the dog, you know. I mean, we feel sorry for it. So, DHS Crew, where are those glasses from? My glasses are Grittenbergs from Switzerland. I don't know where they were manufactured. They probably made in China. But these are, if you're curious, these are Oakley brand glasses. So, but thank you for being here and thank you for the thumbs up. And make sure you give me a thumbs up there and thank you for chatting. We appreciate it. I'm not for sure the name. No, my glasses weren't from Switzerland, but I would take something from Switzerland. I'd be happy to have some. But they're just Oakley brand. I'm not for sure where they were manufactured. Am I drinking iced tea? I am. I'm drinking iced tea in my coffee cup. So it's really not cold. It's actually warm tea because I've had it in here all day long. So it's non-iced tea, Gary. Good morning from the young Filipina Bai in the province. Good morning to you. If you guys don't know her, please subscribe to her channel. We're watching you from Switzerland. Oh, nice. Well, welcome in from Switzerland. Thank you for being here. We appreciate you, man. We really do. We love meeting new people in far off lands. We're in the United States, obviously. I've always wanted to go to Switzerland. My wife, who's from the Philippines, has a Filipino aunt who's married to a German who lived in Germany for a long time. And I know Germany's not Switzerland, but he would send us German and Belgium and Swiss chocolates on occasion, about once a year. So we used to get some good chocolate from Switzerland and Belgium and Germany back when he was there. But everybody say hello to our new friends, DHS Crew. Do you have a channel, my friend? Do you have a YouTube channel? And we'll be happy to send people to you. You guys make sure you check out Filipinas Buys in the Province channel. We appreciate her as always. We appreciate how much Henry appreciates you, Filipina. My wife said it was nice meeting you the other day, by the way, Filipina. So my wife, I like for my wife to meet the other Filipinas. And so, do you have fondue? Yeah, we have fondue here. Yeah, we have fondue. I think it's, oh, I was thinking of fondant. We have both. We have fondant, the stuff that goes over cakes, and we have fondue. We use the cheese, the cheese fondue, right? Yes, it used to be really popular in the 70s, in the 80s in America. Now, not so popular. Friend is asking who what, my friend? Did I miss something? Friend, we appreciate you. Filipina, bye. I'm trying to just make sure everybody knows everybody's here. So DHS Cruz says, I don't have a channel, just supporting. Well, we love the support, trust me. We got a lot of friends from around the world, and we appreciate all of them. Thank you for the thumbs up and sharing out our channel and subscribing to our channel. If you guys haven't subscribed, please consider doing that. Duckster is saying hi to a Filipina. Duckster is married to a Filipina also. Here is the Philippines. We use powdered milk to put in coffee and mix with cold water for cereal. Yeah, it's disgusting. Oh, Fred has a channel. I didn't know you had a channel, Fred. Do you want to drop it? I didn't know you had a channel. Maybe you told me that before. Okay. I made you a moderator. So if you want to drop the link to your channel, you can. And you guys are always welcome to share anything you want to share. Our good friend Retired Life 2 down in the Philippines is saying hi to you. Our good friends now from Switzerland. I really do want to go to Switzerland. My wife really wants to go to Europe. We're hoping to go to the Mediterranean next year. Saying hi to friend Young Bai is. Yeah, I don't know, Gary. Come on. You can't convince me that powdered milk is good. I'm sorry. I don't know, man. I don't even like the fake coffee creamer that's not milk. You know, that's like the coffee mate stuff. You know that stuff's not real milk. You know, it's like a chemical. And it's kind of like almond milk. You know, I had a discussion with somebody about this. You know, almonds don't produce milk. So how can there be almond milk? Have you ever wondered that? Oh, but you don't know how to use your channel? That's all right. You can always YouTube it. We got 12 people in the house. We're missing a couple thumbs ups. If you guys will do that, if you haven't done it, I appreciate it. So, young Filipina Bai is doing her thing too, I see. Almonds do not produce milk. I know, that's what I just said, Jack. So, how can you get almond milk? It doesn't make sense, right? Just, yeah. They tell you to refrigerate it so mold doesn't grow on it, but you don't have to. YouTube it. I know, Jack. I know. I'm the one who said it doesn't produce milk. I know, I'm the one. How can you have almond milk when there is no freaking milk in almonds? You could have almond oil, right? You could have almond powdered whatever, but it's, think about it. Tate says, young Sanders says, yeah, friend, I am still your only subscriber. All right, I'm going to go and subscribe to you here soon, too. I'll make a note and remember to do that. Do you have any videos up on your channel yet? Inquiring's mind wants to know, how do you get milk from almonds? That's right. I don't know, man. I would like it just. I'm assuming what they're doing is taking almonds, pulverizing them into a very fine powder, throwing water in it, and saying, "Hey, look, we have almond milk." Woo-hoo. So I think that's it. How's the young Filipina Bai doing over there? Is she getting a bunch of hecklers, or is everybody being have? Good. What's my favorite drink? That's a really good question. My wife would want me to answer that by saying water. Scooby Doo, have you tried the new wings from AutoZone? I absolutely have not. I don't know if I have a favorite drink, to be honest. You know, because everyone I like is bad for you. So, and they're not, I'm not allowed to have those. So, I don't know if I have a favorite drink. I really don't know. I guess what I drink the most of is just plain ordinary black tea, cold or hot. I drink tea a lot, but I don't really care about the taste. So, DS Crew, what's your favorite drink? Is there a national drink of Sweden by any chance? Is there something that if I went to Sweden and said, give me what everybody drinks, what would it be besides water? I don't drink that nasty stuff. What's your favorite drink? Tea or powdered milk? I didn't know AutoZone had wings. I drink black coffee for breakfast. Gary does, yeah. Scooby Doo says, and thank you for the thumbs up, Scooby Doo, and the subscribing to the channel, if you would please. My favorite drink is cold beer. Well, that's one of them, but I'm not allowed to have that either. Jack says 3 pesos black coffee is fine for me too, Gary. Coffee with grass-fed butter. Oh my God, that's disgusting. Dougster, coffee with grass-fed butter? What in the hell's wrong with you? Friend says H. How do you use it? Hey, friend from Henry. Oh. DHS is telling us the national drink of Switzerland is called Rivavella. It's fermented milk. What does it taste like? I'm really curious about that. I wonder if I could buy it on Amazon. You think I could buy that on Amazon, DHS? What does it taste like, by the way? Yeah, Doug. Almost want to throw up now. I want to throw up. I'll pass. Thumbs up from Gary's. We got 9 thumbs up. We need some more thumbs up. We need more love. Love, love. You know, give us some super chats. Give us some thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so I can buy my wife something nice for her birthday. Yeah, I like butter and food, but grass-fed butter. I think the ducks are screwing with us. I think he's just screwing with us with grass-fed butter, because don't all cows eat grass? You know, don't they? Don't they all eat grass? And if they all eat grass, wouldn't their butter be grass-fed? But surely you're not putting butter in coffee, because that would be buttered coffee, right? I've had a butter coffee cake. You should order it. It tastes like alma mater from Austria. I'm not for sure what any of those things are, but I'm going to order it. I'm gonna Google that. We're gonna try to Google that and see if I can buy it on Amazon. I really am. I had some friends in England a while back told me I should try this waffle thing, and I ordered those. I found those. I'm actually up for it. Gary says he likes the COIDO cash on delivery system in the Philippines. I'm gonna Google that real quick. All right, we're gonna Google that because I want to. All right, everybody, hang loose. We're gonna Google. Let's Google. Everybody, get your devices out. We gotta. Oh, here's Amazon pulled up. My wife's been shopping. Amazon's the first thing on the tablet. Number one on the tablet. Let me make sure I spell that correctly. What? Uh-oh, I'm not finding it on Amazon. Dang it. I'm not finding it on Amazon. Well, I'm looking for it because I'll order it. I mean, I like to try new stuff, and you know, but my Amazon is not. Got all kinds of other weird crap I never heard of popping up, but let's see if I can find it from a different way. RIB. I found it on the internet. I did. It's here, see if you guys. Is that the right thing? I found it on the internet. I'll try to see if I can't figure out a way to order it. I'll see if I can't find a way to order it. I'll work on it. Gary, so why do you like the COD delivery system so much? I agree. It's convenient, but they're kind of getting away from it. They're also doing the Jack, what is it? What's the um, pay cash pay? The app. What's the name of the app, Jack? The where you just pay for it on your phone now in the Philippines? Cash app, cash pay, whatever that's called. They're doing a lot of that now, Gary. So the all cash system in the Philippines is moving away from that. Will it ever be totally that way? No, not at all. Not at all. You can't even do COD in America. You can't get anything delivered cash on delivery in America. Like, nope, 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 no way in hell are we going to trust that you're going to pay us when we bring you that brand new Mercedes Benz. You got to pay us up front. But in the Philippines, I guess you can do it. So, let's see. Gcash. All right. I knew I was somewhere. Let me go. Yeah, I don't know. That has to be in her settings somehow, right? Our good friend Tate, I'm getting caught up here. Yeah, it's not on Amazon. Hey guys, gotta run. Just got home. Take care. Yes, that's the right one. Buy his lives over private again. Cash on delivery is good. Gcash, Gcash, Gcash. Joe and Jenny, top up. I have no clue what top up means. Top up means convertible. You order Rivera, also order Aramont. It's like MSG seasoning from Switzerland. Okay. Cash App is only in the USA. Okay. COD for everything I ordered. You get some Kerry Goldbladder. The cows eat only grass and no grain, no corn, but the butter is high omega 3s and K2s, less OMG 6s. All right. But you're not putting that shit in your coffee, are you? Don't be doing that to me. 2UP is some USA type of thing. 2UP is some type of US thing. Yeah, I don't know. Friend is only 8 years old. Maybe that's why he doesn't understand how to use his YouTube channel. It's actually Doug. Come on. You can't convince me putting butter in your coffee is good. We're going to take a vote right here and right now. Top up. Top up. Well, when I hear the words top up, that means the convertible top is up. So a top down convertible, top up convertible. That's how I use the words. We order a lot of food. I love Shakey's Pizza. Gary's going to gain weight. He's going to eat all the pizza in the Philippines. We ordered a lot of food, but we didn't like the pizza in the Philippines at all, Gary. We thought it all sucked bile. Gary. Butter and coffee. I don't know, man. Well, I don't know. I have to think about that because butterscotch in coffee. I've had butterscotch in coffee. Jack says, David, pull your top up, lame-o. Top up. I'm still not getting it, Jack. All right, Henry, buddy. Appreciate you. I don't. You want me to take my shirt off, Jack? Is that what you're trying to say? I'm just not getting the whole top up thing. I'm not getting it. I have my top. I have a shirt on. They're not called tops. Women wear tops. I got a hat on. No, I had Shakey's Pizza. I've had every pizza in God's creation except for good pizza. Yeah. No, we had Shakey's, a Yellow Cab. We had a bunch of people who made homemade pizza there. One or two of them were okay. They still sucked compared to American style. Thank you, Jack. Appreciate you there. The dog said, how's your wife? She's doing good. She's working, slaving away. You know, we got to put those wives to work so that we can live the life of luxury. So she's working. She's doing good. They are. You know, our Filipino wives, I think, are some of the happiest people in the world. I think they're truly some of the happiest people in the world. Pizza Hut is better. I think Pizza Hut sucks too, though. You know, even in America. I never had it in the Philippines, but here in America, Pizza Hut's kind of like. What I would really like to have, I've been watching these videos from like Chicago and New York, where these guys that you can barely speak English are making these big ass pizzas. Like, oh my God, I just want to eat that pizza. You know, now that I'm on a diet, you know. Friend says, bye, I'm going to go on break. Okay, my friend. VR, virtual reality break, maybe that's what it means. Vrr. Well, friend, enjoy your break. We appreciate you being here. We appreciate all you do. Now, Doug, I agree with you. I only like thin crust pizza, very thin crust. Gary's, no, man, you got to try the Shakey's with 5 toppings, green peppers, pepperoni, sausage, mushrooms, onion, and forget the onions. Okay, so Jack says they're about the same. Friend says, yeah. And then he says, bye. Jack hates a thing. I love thin crust. I got thin crust pizza dough ready to go in my house. Whatever the hell you want to call this thing behind me. I love thin crust. I even love Domino's thin crust. Oh God, the thinner, the better. The crispier, the better. The more saucier on really crisp thin crust. Oh my God, I would even be nice to you if you bought me some. You're going to watch us on virtual reality. Very nice. Very nice. That's cool, man. That ain't real pizza? Look, bitch, it is too. I say what's real pizza. Retired Gary loves thin crust Jack. See, Gary agrees with me now. Anything thick than thin crust is eating cardboard. Anything thick than thin crust is like eating cardboard. See, I think thick crust is too doughy. And I don't. Plus, look, young Sanders is back. Sanders, what kind of pizza do you like? Do you like the thin crust or regular crust or deep dish? Here's what I'm going to tell you. Why would you eat thick crust pizza? Because then you fill up and you don't get to eat all the good stuff. You get to eat less of the sauce and the meat and the cheese and the veggies because you're eating the dough. So I go for the thin crust so I can eat as much of the good stuff as humanly possible. That's the logic. And you guys all know my logic is spot on. But I will say, I do like a very, very well done deep dish pizza, but only the very outer part. You know, the part that's all crusty and brown and gooey. That's good pizza right there. But I don't like the rest of it. Jack says his logic is better. 12 in the house for a survey on pizza crust. That's right, Gary. All right, so we know that Gary likes thin, I like thin. Jack Sanders, he's going to like thin crust because, you know, he's a good guy. Because I don't like eating bread. See? All right, Daisy, come on. I know it's cold. You want to come up, Lily? Come on. Jump. Come on. There we go. Look who's in the house. Turn around. Quit. This is Lily. You're cold. Here, put your arm here. This is my dog, Lily. Lily, quit. Lily will eat anything. She doesn't care what kind of pizza it is. She will eat everything. She'll eat burnt crust, old crust, new crust, thick crust. Huh. She will eat everything. I'm not really a cheese stuffed crust person. Just not. Just not. You guys want to see Lily's bad leg? I don't know. Try not to hurt her. I don't know. You guys can see right where my hand is. This is the leg that got squished by the car when she got ran over. So, that's all right. No stuffed crust for me. Yeah, I don't want that either. You know? All right, Lily. Let's get you turned around and get you a place to sit down. All right, lay down. I do like to dip the crust in a marinade. So if I am going to have a thick crust, I like to take the outer crust part, the crust, you know, and I like to dip that in the marinade like a breadstick. That's what I like to do. So it looks like I won, right? I won the contest. So does that mean Jack has to buy everybody pizza now? Yeah, in the marinade. Yeah. A marinara sauce. You know? Hello? I can't find your live. Well, you're here with me. You're live right now. That's what I just said. The marinara sauce. What did you think I said? Marinade? Is that what you thought, Jack? You got to clean out your ears. It's the marinara sauce. Not the marinade. Well, actually, we dip the bread in the marinade around here. You won't believe, you believe the crap they put in the marinade around here. Got a breadsticks dipped in garlic butter. Yeah, I don't like garlic butter so much, but I like breadsticks. But I want to dip in the marinara marinade is what I want to put them in. And if the marinara has a little bit of meat in it and some vegetables, then you can just put it on top with some cheese and call it a pizza. Yeah, Jack, I just don't believe you, man. I think you're mistaken. And why would I roll it back? My hands are busy. My hands are busy. See, why would I do that? I can't reach the phone, Jack. See, or I would, but I can't. So, same here, Gary. Jalapeno cheese dip. I don't like anything hot and spicy, really. I don't. I like avocado dip, is my favorite, along with just plain good cheese dip. Any cheese dip that's not too spicy. I like is that an American dip? The stuff with, um, you put sauce. What? You better go inside if you think you're going to kill that. The cheese dip that has the meat in it. God, I can't remember what that stuff's called. Gary likes the hot and spicy. That's why he's got him a young Filipina. He likes the hot and spicy. I don't. I like flavorful, and I like a little bit of heat, but I really like that. Oh, maybe it's a Mexican dip, right? It's kind of like when you put Rotel and cheese, and you put some ground hamburger or pork in it, or some sausage in it. I like that as a dip because you can just put it on anything and eat it, and it's like having a pizza. Daisy, what are you doing? I'm not a big super hot and spicy fan personally. Maybe I can talk Lorelai into having pizza this weekend. But, here's the good thing. With food prices being so bonkers in America, if all you want is one simple medium pizza, at least you can still go to Domino's for about $8 and get a medium pizza and get your craving done. So that's the good thing about that. Yeah, I like the cheese dip that has the Rotel in it. The highs is higher and higher. Everybody's high around the world, man. Everybody gets high. But I really do like that. So maybe I can talk. Well, I want sushi. Has anybody had sushi lately? I haven't had any good sushi in about a month or two, and I think it's time that I have some sushi. But maybe I'll have some pizza. Maybe while Lorelai's at work, I can sneak over to Domino's and get a pizza. Me and the dogs can eat it before she gets home. So yeah, I think it's either $5.99 or $7.99 for a medium two-topping pizza at Domino's now. I love sushi. Tokyo, yeah, you know it, right? Tokyo House is okay. I got to clarify. The sushi house is the one with the really good sushi. Tokyo House is the one with the buffet. So, right, Dugster, we do. We haven't been there in 3 or 4 months because it's so expensive, and I don't eat much at a buffet, and so we would spend $60, and basically Lorelai's the only one eating, so it really wasn't worth the money to go to that buffet. But when I go to the sushi house and order sushi, I could drop $100 on sushi and bring it all home and eat it for 3 or 4 days. I love sushi. And have you been to the Bluefin in Springdale? Is a pretty good little sushi house too, a sushi restaurant, Dugster. Bluefin in Springdale. on 412. Gary, conversation's making me hungry. Me too. And I don't even know if I have anything good to eat in the house. The Doug Sturr channel, I go for the lamb chops. Oh, do you? There's, their sushi is average at best. On Sundays they have cheesecake, so that's okay. And on Sundays during lunch they have a really good rabbit fish that's fried, and I like it. But other than that, there's not a whole lot that I get excited about. Yeah, it's a pretty good one. Don't go to Fuku. Fukus are nasty. Fuku's nasty. It's the worst sushi in the world. Go see. Be careful. Yeah, bluefin's pretty good. And we try to eat sushi on cruise ships. We've eaten it in the Philippines. We eat it everywhere. I tell you, one of my new favorite dishes is is gimpa. Gimba. It's the Korean sushi. Yeah, don't eat gas station sushi. Don't trust it. Yeah, I don't do that. Walmart has okay sushi. Yeah, it's very average, but it's okay. Yeah, so Doug knows about rabbit fish. Rabbit fish is good. I really like the flavor of it. But man, I love sushi. We will go out of our way for good sushi. Hit! 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 Harps. I didn't like harps. I didn't like harp sushi because to me, the deal was, and I know this was weird, but their cream cheese seemed way sweeter than it should have. I don't know if cream cheese is supposed to be Philadelphia cream cheese. That's. So I don't know what happened, but it was too sweet for me. Gary says, me too, love sushi. I think the best sushi we had in the Philippines was at the Bai Hotel in Cebu City. They got a really nice sushi place and at the first level floor. So really good sushi there. But man, we've eaten sushi every country we've been to almost. Cruise ships, we didn't, if they got sushi to offer and it looks good. Well, yeah, sushi is a Japanese food, so it's obviously best. The cruise ships have a very good Japanese restaurant on the cruise ships. So that's what they do, and it's really good. Yeah, it was weird, Doug. I mean, the always save or best, I don't know. It was just weird. It was sweet. And I thought it was kind of gross. I love Japanese food. Eel's one of my favorite things. A good grilled eel. Oh my goodness. Really like it. Yeah, an authentic Japanese restaurant versus a Asian mixed restaurant. Yeah, I agree with you, Gary. But I love sushi. Oh my God, I love sushi. I've spent a shitload of money on eating sushi over the years. And the next cruise we go on, I'll eat sushi again. That's what we need to do. We need to plan I was talking to Tate and some folks in Florida and Mississippi over the last couple of days. One of these days, we're going to try to get organized. And we're going to either have a big throwdown for all of the couples in this part of the country, the Southwest, the Southeast, whatever, the southern part of the United States, the good part. Or we can all just pack up and go on a cruise and do a Philippine couple cruise type thing. Sushi is expensive, Gary. You're right. And it shouldn't be as expensive as it is, but it is. That's where I really like gimba, the Korean version of sushi, where nothing's raw, and it's just basically a seaweed wrap with rice and some vegetables inside. Those are really good. I got hooked onto those in the Philippines. I had a lot of that Korean gimba in the Philippines. Had it delivered. Really good product. Very happy with it. So I buy it here. James Robinson out in California showed me at Trader Joe's that they had some there. And so I went to my local Asian store and asked them, and they're like, yeah, I think we can, and they got it. So sushi at our favorite sushi place here, which is the Sushi House, runs, starting price is about $14, $15 a roll, and that's good money. That's expensive, and especially, you know, but it's God, it's worth it, but it's expensive. It's so we did a sushi party one time. Lorelai and I had a whole bunch of friends over, and everybody brought ingredients, and we all taught each other how to make sushi, and it was a great time. It was a fun party. I got to eat a lot of sushi. I even had a sushi cake made for the event. We have a bakery here that I've used for making decorative cakes, and I had her make a piece of sushi, a big old sushi cake. Cake was good, but the sushi was better. But I love going to Japanese restaurants. They're so pretty. Wahoo's good fish for sushi, yellowfin tuna are our favorites. Yes. No, Gary. No. On the cruise ships, all the cruises I've been on, maybe on an Asian cruise, maybe if you left out of Japan or China, or I mean, not China, but Japan, maybe the Asian designed cruise ships, but the regular type of cruise ships, no. But they have I can't remember the name of it, but they have a really fancy Japanese restaurant where a lot of young single Filipina girls work. And it's not cheap. You have to pay extra for it. So it's not cheap, but we splurge. We splurge. So absolutely no. No, it is not all you can eat. But remember, if you want to meet a young Filipino woman, just go on a cruise. They're everywhere. They're single. They're looking. They're single, ready to mingle. So just do that. But you can eat all you want of all the American foods. So on a cruise ship, there are certain things that you got to pay extra for. Absolutely. Like specialty restaurants. So a lot of cruise ships will have like a 5-star Michelin star type of fine dining restaurant that you have to pay extra for. But if you want to go to the normal dining rooms and the cafeteria and the pizza place and that guy with the hair, Ferrero, whatever the hell his name is, and if you want to go to the Mexican restaurant and all the other places, that's all part of it. That is all part of it. But yes, on each cruise ship, they have 1 or 2 specialty, maybe 3 specialty restaurants that are extra. But whatever that guy, I don't like his food. I don't like that guy with the weird hair's food. So I don't eat at his hamburger joint on the cruise ships. I don't like it. They have a Mexican place called Blue Iguana on Carnival. It's great. It's all fresh. It's kind of like Chipotle's, but not racist. And they have all kinds of, you just tell them make whatever burrito or taco or bowl you want, and you get all that you want. And of course, during the course of the day, the morning, noon, and dinner, you can go to like a big cafeteria. And then at night, you can go to the formal dining room, which is all covered too. And you order off of a menu there, but you don't got to pay extra. There might be one or two things on there, like let's say they have some, I don't know, kangaroo and carrots. Well, maybe you got to pay extra for the kangaroo. For instance, one of the cruises, do they have good mix? Yeah, Blue Iguana. The Blue Iguana is on Carnival Cruise Line. Very good. It's not a sit down restaurant like Abuelo's. It's a walk up restaurant where it's like a big food bar, but it's really good quality stuff. So absolutely, absolutely. But they do serve Mexican food on the main buffet, is what they do. And whole meats and cheeses and vegetables and fruits and all of that. What hour does the wife work? Why is she not home? Lorelai works now from 4 o'clock p.m. to midnight. So she gets home about 12:30 at midnight, which has been working out pretty good. Central Time, Gary, yes. So, but if you go to the main dining room on a cruise ship, a lot of times everything's free, but there might. So here's one thing we found. Lorelai loves steak and lobster. So the steak and lobster combo was an extra charge, but you could get lobster for free and you could get steak for free as part of your night, as long as you didn't call it steak and lobster. If you got the combo, it charged extra. But over here on seafood, they got lobster tails. Then over here on meats, they got steak. So we would just order, Lorelai would just order 5 or 6 lobster tails and a couple steaks, and she got surf and turf, right? And the waiter told us to do that. The Filipino waiter. It is good. I highly encourage people to go on. I love cruises, and I think we all should go on a cruise. We should get every couple in the world to go on a cruise, Filipino cruise. No, she's not a nurse. She's she works in finance. She's a businesswoman. I don't know what her job title is. She's not an accountant, but she works in accounting. I don't know what she does. She works in the finance department, is what she does. So she helps to bring. She's not a salesperson, but part of her job is she brings money into the corporation. So she processes money, is what she does for a living. No, my wife's, yeah, she couldn't be a nurse if she tried. She can barely take care of me. But she likes this afternoon shift. It's been working out pretty well. One thing she likes about it is if she comes home and she can't sleep, she can call the Philippines and everybody's awake. So she can stay up to 2 or 3 or 4 in the morning sometimes if she can't sleep, and she can call the Philippines and talk to them, her friends. We're not allowed to talk to her family anymore because her sister got pissed because I was going to give our inheritance. I was going to give our money to my wife has a sister. They got 6 kids that we've helped support all these years. And when we die, if one of the kids was living in America as a nurse, which was planned, we were going to give that person all of our money, all of the real estate, stocks, everything that we're just going to let them inherit it because we have no children. Well, when her sister heard that we were willing to give her children our $10, she got pissed off, and now she won't let us talk to the kids anymore. So, because she thought we should give the money to her. The sister thought we should give the money to the sister. So, but we were going to leave it to the kids. You got to remember, the sister's older than Lorelai, so the chances are her being dead before Lorelai is there, right? So why would we leave money to somebody who's going to die? Duh. Wouldn't you want to leave it to the younger generation? But she apparently got offended that we would say, if you kids are living in America like you want to as a nurse, and as long as you're not a drug addict or whatever, then we'll be happy to sign everything over so that you can inherit whatever's left of Lorelai. Because I'll be dead. You know, I probably won't live a year, so I'll probably be dead soon. So you never know how long I'm going to live. So Lorelai's going to outlive a lot longer. So you know what I mean. DS Cruz says, "Have you ever tried drugs?" Hell, I'm on drugs now. What type of drugs are you referring to? I'm on drugs now. So I take drugs every day. Only problem is it's not for pleasure. Yes, if you're talking about illegal drugs, absolutely, of course, of course. I never found them to be very interesting, to be honest. I found marijuana to be boring, and I don't like to smoke. I'm a non-smoker, and I've never smoked. I don't like smoking, and marijuana just makes me tired. So I don't even take it as a real drug, as a drug to help with all the things wrong with me. Never did hard drugs. I manufactured drugs years and years ago. I knew how to make crank and meth and all that good crap, but you know, I never did drugs. Black tea, that's it. Black tea, you know, black tea and water. My wife only wants me to drink water. So, but I'm not opposed to people doing drugs. I think drugs can be good. I think drugs can be bad. I think it all depends on your personality. I don't know, to be honest, anybody who's used heroin or cocaine on a regular basis that went, gee, you know, that really didn't hurt me at all. So I do think the harder ones are not good, whether you think they are or not. I don't think coke, heroin, meth, ice, crack, whatever you want to call all that crap, is good for your body. Well, and I have future goals. I have a lot of future goals, Gary. I really do. And they're all centered around making sure that Lorelai has a house that's paid for. That's why I'm on YouTube, to try to sucker you people into giving me money so that I can pay my house off, so my wife will never have to have a house payment again in her life. To make sure that she never has to worry about, she will always work because she loves to work. But I don't want her to have to worry, gee, how am I going to make my house payment this month? How am I going to I just don't want her to have that stress. She deserves better than that. Ketamine. Well, look, you know, the sleeping drug, right? In the United States, ketamine's illegal. No, I've never tried it, but, you know, same thing with ecstasy. I never tried a lot of hard drugs because I saw people around me using them a lot, and I went, I don't want to be like them. So I didn't really do hard drugs. Didn't do it. Vitamin K, yeah, ketamine. But I know it's big in the club scenes, along with ecstasy and some other things. And, you know, back when I was a kid, it was all about Molly's, uppers and downers. You know, I guess now there's a lot of designer drugs out there. And we had, Jack probably remembers this, maybe Gary does. What was the stuff about 10 years ago? All the kids were buying at the gas stations and getting high, and it's causing them to have not all, just kids, but people were buying from the gas stations, and it was getting them high and making them have delusions, and there was murders done and people cutting their faces off. Remember what that was? Anybody remember what that was? And you could buy it here legally, because it was a herb. Laughing gas? I've had laughing gas intentionally when I was young. I had a lot of laughing gas. I did. But huffing is a big problem in the United States, and I guess they like to huff. Jack probably knows because he's young, what the young people like. But I think they like to huff paint, like gold paint. And I found out the other day when I went to Walmart to buy some air in a can to clean off my keyboard with, that apparently the kids are stealing it and taking it and huffing it. Yeah, whippets and dusters is what the huffers do. Yeah. So yeah, definitely a big problem. Huffing. When I was a teenager, it was lighter fluid. I think kids were doing, and paint, gold spray paint. But I think they moved on to air duster. Yes, come here. But I can't remember. Turn around. Quit. Turn around. I can't remember what that leafy substance was. At gas stations. Chronic. I don't know what it was. I can't remember they called that. Psychedelics, I think they should be legalized in Switzerland. They can help. Really? Psychedelics were popular in the 70s and the 80s. I don't know how they are in America right now. Can I ask, what do you think they help with? What do they help with? I mean, do they have a medical benefit or do they just help get through the cold winters? Yeah, rubber cement was another one of them. And meth is called shambu in the Philippines and rugby in for cement. Cement glue is the other one. But there was a little package you could buy at gas stations, and it was a herb that you could take. I think you smoked it because I never smoked, but you could smoke it, and it would cause you to have hallucinations. Jack, I know you got to know what I'm talking about. But I'm really curious, what would psychedelics help? K2? I thought K2 was maybe K2. Really? DHS, that's very interesting to be honest. It's K2, K2? Okay, maybe that's what it was, Jack. So there's many studies in the 50s and 60s that show that it could be cure addiction such as nicotine. That's cool. And one thing I'm going to say about, and I don't know, but I don't know, but here's what I will say. I think American medicine, as great as it is so far behind the times, it's unbelievable. I think American medicine is some of the best you can get in the world, but we don't think outside the box. You just sit down. Where are you going now? But in America, we don't think outside the box like in other countries, European countries, Asian countries. And I wish we would do that more here. We don't do that here. In the Philippines, it also equals prison time. Yeah. Look, and I tell people jokingly, but I'm being serious. The best country to smuggle drugs into is the United States because you won't get in trouble. We just tell you not to do it again. So if you're ever going to smuggle drugs, smuggle them into America. If you don't smuggle them into, oh, that's what it was, right. Jack, it was also called spice. That's what the name I remember. It's synthetic marijuana spice or K2. So you're right. I remember it as being spice. But Stacy Chapman's in the house. Good evening, Stacy from Maryland. Just tuned in. Well, Stacy, thank you for being here. Thank you for the thumbs up, the shout out. And appreciate you subscribing to the channel, saying hi. Everybody say hi to Stacy. Stacy, we love having you here. Thank you very much. Appreciate the thumbs up, shout outs, subscribing, and super chats are available. DHS Crew is asking if you ever would try a drug you haven't tried, what would it be? Bro sold me some fentanyl yesterday. Somebody bought, I guess he bought fentanyl yesterday. Well, all right, if that makes you happy. Boy. You know, DHS, that's a really tough one for me because I really don't have any desire to try any drugs. You know what I mean? I don't have a desire to get high. I don't. I just don't have a desire. Stacy, my home is Retired Life is telling you that their home is also in Maryland. Yeah, spice is bad. We had it a problem in Switzerland also. The simplest arrest for something small can get you life sentence because of the legal system here is so slow and outdated in the Philippines. Yeah, you can wait 20 years for a trial. Hi on Loaf Baby. Let's go stay straight and stay strong. Yeah. DHS Crew, here's something that you're gonna find funny. DHS in America stands for Department of Homeland Security. They're also one of the ones that arrest people for drugs. But I really don't have a desire to get high. I mean, I guess if they had something that would take the pain away that wasn't a narcotic, that wouldn't make you dependent, that could make me have a better quality of life, I'd be happy to do it. You know, but just to get high, nah, not my thing. I was about to say that. Yeah, I know, right, Stacy? That's funny coincidence. Watch your back. That's right. But yeah, DHS is, and, Department of Homeland Security. It's wonder you're talking about drugs. Are you trying to bait us? So, but yeah, I don't have a reason to get high, I guess, I I can barely handle me as I am, I guess. But I guess if they would come up with, and marijuana doesn't do it for me. And the marijuana in America, a lot of states it's legal, medical marijuana. In some states, recreational is legal. And I think marijuana should be recreational legal. I think you ought to just tax the shit out of it and take less taxes from my wallet. Dougster says, I've been around people who have had to use drugs to get high. It wasn't my kind of deal. Yeah, you know, I can tell you, when the opiate epidemic was happening in America, I never got addicted, but I was actually on pain meds for a long time due to the ankle reconstruction needing to be done, and the back and the knees, and just everything that was wrong with me. Got to go. Enjoy the conversation. See you next time. All right, Gary. Take care, my friend. Be safe there. So, but I never found marijuana. Marijuana just makes me sleepy. And so I tried it. My doctors all recommended, hey, get your medical marijuana card. And I did. I made videos about that. And I'd go and buy the medical marijuana and take it. And then I would just fall asleep. And I have a real super, and I don't want to go to sleep. Jack says, my neighbor is a meth head, loves to stay up all night high and drunk and yelling at imaginary shit. Yes, that's a great question. DHS, and I'd like to hear from others too, including yourself. He's asking, can you tell me one of the most insufflution, I can't even talk tonight, things that you've ever experienced in your life? Yes, I got a lot of them. One of the more recent ones was when I went to the Grand Canyon. I went to the Grand Canyon a few years ago. I took my wife for her birthday. We went to Vegas and we went to the Grand Canyon. I got to say, looking and being at the Grand Canyon changed my life. Gotta say it. Blew my mind. Blew my mind. The other big thing, there's two, I'll tell you two more. Another one was the first time I flew to the Philippines. Because as a guy of science, I knew the planet was and is round, but I also knew how big it was. You know this. But until you get in a plane and it takes you well over a day to go halfway around the world, and you spend 14 to 15 hours on just one leg in the air, this is a really big planet. That blew my mind. And then the last one I'll tell you was a gentleman who married Lorelai and I, my wife and I, he married us. He became a very important mentor in my life. He changed my life, I think, more than anybody. And I think he changed it with one simple act. And I know sometimes you have these weird moments in life, right? So and this is the first time I ever met him. We were at a meeting for safety professionals, because that's what I used to be. And I get there, I'm probably 3 or 4 people in, I'm sitting at a table, this big area. And this guy, and he's much older than I am, it changed the way I perceived things, because he was a very high-ranking member of the government. And what blew me away, what changed my world, was how he would stand there and open the door for everybody, meet and I was young back then, really young, and how he would open the door to the conference room, so to speak, and say hi and meet and greet everybody that came in. Right then and there I went, I'm doing things wrong. I need to be more like him to be successful like him. So I learned that from him. How about any of you guys? Anybody had one? So those are my 3. I got probably 20 or 30,000 others, but those are 3 I can think of tonight. So if you get the chance, go to the Grand Canyon. It'll blow your mind. I mean, it blew my mind, and I wasn't even on drugs. Some people smoke dope. It does improve appetite. I agree. I think for some people it works really, 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 really well. And I think people should use marijuana. Jack says, I had 16 and a half hour flight on the way here to the Philippines. That leg of the flight was to Detroit to South Korea. Yeah, been. Yeah, we went from Dallas to Korea. But what I'm going to tell you is why I don't like marijuana is marijuana, and it puts me to sleep. And I have a phobia since my coma of slipping into a coma or falling asleep unintentionally. Because when I went into my coma, I had no intentions of going to sleep, obviously, right? So I got this great fear. I never, ever fall asleep unintentionally. I structure my life to where I do not fall asleep unintentionally. Just don't do it. But yeah, Jack, we were the same way. The first leg from Dallas to Korea. I mean, I'm in that plane for 15 plus hours, and I'm just going, damn, this planet is huge. Oh, I was in a coma due to heart failure, kidney failure, septic shock, lung failure. All of those those things added up into a coma, and it was not a pleasant coma. I don't care what anybody tells you about seeing angels and all that bullshit. No, my coma was living hell. It was months upon months upon months of nothing but psychological and physical abuse. It was the worst thing you could ever imagine to happen to a human being in the world. Just was. It was not warm and fuzzy bullshit. So I did a video, it's on my channel, about my coma. If you want to go back and watch it, it's a long video, but I tell the whole story of everything that happened to me in the coma. And I'm telling you, I would rather die than be in another damn coma. If 1/10 of those things would ever happen to me again, I would rather be dead by far. Yeah, glad we made it through. I got to thank my wife for that. She's the one that kept me alive, to be honest. She's the one that kept pushing the doctors to do the treatments because about day 1.5 or so, they came and told her, you know, really nothing we can do. He's either going to live or die. And she said, no, I think there's things that you can do. And if you don't want to do it, let's get him transferred to a hospital that will do it. By the way, we have really good insurance and money, so you need to do everything you can. And she stayed by my bedside 24/7, took care of me, fought with the doctors, went home, took care of the dogs, came back. I mean, so it truly wasn't, but I'll tell you, I wasn't happy about it after the coma because she had no clue what I went through, right? So I gave her hell because I would have preferred to be dead than to have woke up after that coma. What? Oh, we've done that. The plane was a 380 max with only 10 passengers. I had passenger seating next to me, and I was freaking pissed. I finally transferred halfway through. Yeah, why not? Yeah. I've actually taken a couple of flights where we've had very little people on there, and they want to sit somebody right next to you. Yeah, I just get up and go somewhere else. I'm like, the hell is this? I do have a good woman. Yeah, I do. I'm blessed. I'm extremely blessed. And if you don't believe me, you can just ask my wife. She would tell you how blessed I am. So, you know, it's all good, Doug. I mean, it is. I think Filipinas make great women, great wives. Yeah, I will. It was lovely chat. I will check out and your channel. Much love, love, and bless you. Have your family and your Doberman picture. All right, my friend. It was good meeting you, and thank you. Feel free to join us anytime. We'd love to have you back. And yeah, it's time for me to get off of here anyway. We're at that mark. So, but DH Crew, we appreciate you. Whether you're Department of Homeland Security or not, we still appreciate you, buddy. Take care in Switzerland. All right, friends, let's wrap this up for the night. And I'm still hungry from. I got it saved. I'm gonna try to find it. I got it saved. But now that I'm hungry from talking to Gary about pizza, I need to go in my kitchen and see if I can find something to eat. Yeah, the Doberman is at the asshole neighbor's house. Yeah, I know. Jack's going to go live shortly, everybody. Are you doing a StreamYard live or just a regular live? You already have one ready to go? Did Miss Bai not going live today? Well, I wonder why she didn't go live for very long. Duckster, we appreciate you, buddy. And hopefully we'll see you guys at the Halloween party. I'm sure your wife knows about it because she's invited, I know, all the people from Siloam Springs. So hopefully you guys can make it over and be good to see you again. So, all right, Jack's going to go do a StreamYard, and I'm going to go find something to eat. Oh, she's live again? All right, good. Well, good for her. I don't know why she goes live off and on, off and on, off and on, off and on. I don't know. But whatever makes her happy. So, all right, guys. Take care, everybody. See ya.